friends, Min here from Honest Stamp Age, and welcome back to another 5 Minutes in Photoshop. This month we are sponsored by the beautiful Wendy Iris. Her store is amazing. She's got tons of different types of projects for all types of crafters, so I hope you head over there. There is a discount code down in the description box, so go grab that and then go ahead and do a little bit of shopping. Today I'm going to be using the Keeping Cozy digital stamp set. It's got these beautiful images of girls during the winter, and I know it's not anywhere close to the winter, but I like to make Christmas cards year round. Here is an image that I've already colored in, and today I'm going to show you how I did that using different Photoshop brushes. So here is the image that I'm going to use because it's a little bit simpler and easier for me to show. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new layer and I'm going to drag it behind the image so that it's not covering up any of the lines. And I'm going to fill it in white so that I'll be able to see what I'm doing. So from there I'm going to create another layer that's in between the white layer and the lines. And I'm going to go up and I'm going to grab some colors for the hair, and so I've decided that she's going to be blonde, so I'm going to grab some yellows. So now that I have the color that I want, I'm going to go into my brushes and I am going to choose to work with this ink and water brush set, and I'm going to choose one and resize it, and I'm going to start filling in the hair by overlaying this brush to create kind of a splotchy look to her hair. So now that I have the lightest color, I'm going to go and grab one that's a little bit darker, and I'm going to do some shading with her hair. I'm going to create another layer before doing this, and it's going to go on top of the lighter layer, and I'm even going to go in and choose a different brush to give it more texture. And now I'm going to repeat the process with a new layer and an even darker color and an even smaller size brush to do some more depth and texture to the hair color. So now that the majority of her hair is done, I am going to go ahead and work on her face. I'm going to create another layer, and then I'm going to go in and find a skin tone that I like. I am creating a more peach skin tone for her. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start coloring in her face. Now I'm going to add a little bit of a blush to her cheeks because I want to make her look like she's outside and it's a little bit cold. So I'm grabbing some pink, and I've already added another layer. You can see that down in the bottom right hand corner. And so I'm going to add a little bit of blush to her cheeks. Next, I'm going to go in and I'm going to color in her eye, and I'm going to go with kind of a violet color for her eye, and I'm going to use a small sized brush in order to do this. I'm going to move on to coloring in her shirt. So I've created a layer 9 over there in the bottom corner, you can see that. And I'm going to do kind of a softer shade for her sweater, kind of a pinkish color for her sweater. And I'm going to use a couple of different colors to layer just like I did with her hair. Now that the sweater's colored in, you can see that it's kind of going over her hair. So I'm gonna select both layers 10 and 9, which are the sweater layers, and I'm gonna drag them behind the hair layers so that they're not going to be seen over the hair, because the sweater is behind her hair and we want the hair to look like it's in front of it. Now it's time to do her bangs. I'm going to go in with the same colors that I did for her hair, and I'm going to color those in using much smaller brushes. Last but not least, I'm going to fill in the hat, doing the same things that I've done with everything else. Lighter layer, then darker with the different brushes to add texture. I want to keep the cotton ball fluffy thing up top white, so I'm just going to go in with a white and kind of clean up some of the green from the hat to keep it that white color that I'm wanting. So now I kind of want to soften up the entire image, so I'm actually creating a layer that goes on top of all of everything, including the lines. And I'm going to go in with this salt watercolor type brush, and I'm going to add some texture to the image to create kind of more of a misty looking image. And that is it. This image is ready to go onto a card. I love the texture that all these different brushes bring to the image, that keep the colors vibrant but not too bright, and it kind of looks like snow. So I have these two beautiful images from Wendy Iris. Please make sure to grab that discount code below and go shopping. Hugs and happy crafting. Bye.